Hi, my name is Sasha. Welcome to the Muthaship. Let's see what our messages are for today. The heart of the reading today, we have the Sun card reversed, and we have the Knight of Wands reversed. So some of you might be feeling a little defeated. Some of you may have some rejection happening, and in general, just you're not aligning with what you really want right now. There's many blessings awaiting you, but you've got to get your alignment straight. So this is a time to renew yourself and to get your strength back, and to also focus on that passion. Some of you are not receiving the offers that you want. So there's a couple things to take a look at. I would suggest in the description box you buy the Emotionally Unavailable mini package, as well as a Twinflame Union package if you haven't already begun that. This will help you to greatly understand your twin flame contract. I am also offering acceleration and coaching. You can see that in the description box, but this will help you work through the packets that Sophia has created, the programs, and this can just in general be an assistance to you on your acceleration, on your ascension path. And also, I would suggest that you book an image reading if you haven't already done so. This will help you to identify those places that are your blind spots where you can apply the work. For the Divine Feminine today, we have the Ace of Swords reversed, we have the Page of Cups reversed, we have the Ten of Swords and Justice. Some of you do not have a sense of a couple things I'm hearing are correct understanding and truth. Some of you have not been getting the offers that you want. And you may have been in a really hard place of pain and confliction. I'm hearing also some deception. But this is all about things coming to light and things coming to justice. This is where karma is restored. So many of you need to take action in order to communicate clearly and to stand in your own truth. Some of you are coming to the end of a big cycle where you have been kind of learning new skills and coming to new understandings and conclusions. But this in general has maybe even been a painful period. And it's time to stand in your own power now. It's time to have these new blessings and offerings coming in, but it's up to you to embrace this reward that's coming and to understand it and to open yourself up to it as well through your own alignment and aligning with your own true self. For the Divine Masculine today, we have the Devil reversed, we have the Empress, the Magician, and the Devil reversed again. So this is all about coming out of feeling controlled, or even these misuses of power. These can be imbalances in your own identity of what power is. And also, this can be just in general dropping the control, dropping the illusion, and dropping your mask. For some of you, I'm getting there's a distinction between social reform and sovereignty. And maybe you're beginning to see that. Because in reality, and I'm talking about like our third dimensional reality, there's a big push for social reform and to really fit in and to be kind of stoic and follow a certain path. And many times we refuse this or we rebuke it, and we can also kind of go off into an imbalanced way of acting and behaving. And the distinction with the twin flame path is when you begin to awaken and ascend, you begin to see that it's not about fitting into the social norms and conformities. It's about blazing your own path, but that path is of a higher order. And it's not about control, it's not about manipulation. It is about sovereignty and being truly free of your conditioning, truly free of what has held you back and constricted you. So your value systems may be changing. You may be taking matters into your own hand now. This is a time when you're highly in tune with yourself and your world and your beauty and your abundance and your creative force. And this is where you're harnessing those tools that you've mastered, and you are beginning to create what you want instead of basing your energy and your creative force off of maybe what somebody else has wanted for you, in whatever way that applies. Let's get a few more cards out. Divine Masculine, we have the Three of Swords and the King of Cups reversed. So some heartache, maybe remorse and loss. And perhaps maybe this pain has been awakening you to your own truth as well. Some of you may have either offered yourself to someone else or taken your love away, however that applies. But this is a changing in your emotional space and in your heart and even in your relationships, coming away from that pain, healing your heart, beginning to regain a sense of composure, where you are truly stepping more into your own authenticity. For the Divine Feminine, we have the Star reversed and the Tower. So many of you, as you're coming more into the space of reward for actions, this can be karma, this can be just wherever you've been putting the work into your path. And this is also about not losing hope right now. Many of you might feel a little bit hopeless because events seem to be under control. And this is where things that were not stable are crumbling away. So these can be within your relationships, these can be just within your life in general, events happening that maybe you didn't see coming. But this is to shake and wake you. This is all about awakening to what is authentic. So there's a need to understand your twin flame path. There is a need to really begin to understand who you are and what your purpose is. When you begin to understand this more and you begin to act on it more, these types of events will only bring in more understanding and epiphanies and awakenings, and they won't shock you as much. Let's get a few guidance cards. Divine Masculine, you have infinite supply. So this is that remembrance that you are part of the great cosmos, part of the great universe. There is no separation. So whatever it is that you need, you will receive. You have to be open and receptive to it, and whatever you are working on manifesting will come into being. There's an assurance of that. You just need to tap in. And also, when you're tapping into this universal support, you need to go inside and remove any limitation to it as well. That's what working through these programs will help you with. The heart of the reading, there's the Guardian. This is a remembrance to stay centered on your twin flame path and that you have spiritual protection. Your union is protected. Divine Feminine, it's time for you to create that sacred space So this can be an actual place that you go to recharge your batteries. This can be a place in your home as well. This can be meditation. This can be whatever form it needs to be, but it needs to happen. When you connect to yourself in this way and you give yourself permission to honor yourself on all levels and to begin to understand how worthy and deserving you are, how lovable you are, start putting yourself first on your path and start putting your twin flame path as priority. These things will become more in line and in sync, and you'll begin to understand, like I said before, your purpose in a greater way. And when you step more fully into your purpose, this is when things within your partnerships will sort themselves out as well.